Welcome to Simply Fishing Extreme, brought to you by Evinrude E-Tech. Spend more time on the water. Arden Reels, rule the water, made in the USA. Simply Fishing Extreme Marine, doing more than just keeping you afloat. Element 21 and the revolutionary carrot stick rods. Find Nissan of Maplewood, where elegance and dependability meet. Pose, maker of the Awaker, the Giant Jackpot, and the Havana Jack. I'm Bob Mehsikomer, your host, and I'd personally like to welcome you to the first cast of the rest of your life. Your next monster is only one cast away. And by 18 Tackle, where Mya-Boo and Mylar meet teeth. And now, let's meet the Extreme Team. Bill, Fonda, Jason, Uncle Buddy, Tracy, Chad, and Mike are the Extreme Team. Mud across most of this.
Hi everyone, Bob Mehsikomer here. Today my guest Dave Stewart and I will be fishing Smallies out of Witch Bay Camp on Lake of the Woods. The early season is generally blessed with bright sunny skies, birds singing in tune, and Smallies, millions of Smallies at Witch Bay Camp. Due to the manner of which Ontario manages their smallmouth resource, you can actually fish them before it's legal to cast for bass in most of the northern U.S. The reason they can afford to do this in part is due to the total catch and release restrictions in place on this species. When the seasons are in normal rhythm, bass will generally move up on their staging areas the last few days of May. If you plan your calendar during this period, you can experience a boatload of huge smallies and bloody thumbs as a result of hundreds of bass you'll catch in a single day. When you hit it wrong, meaning the weather patterns are, well, retarded and the water temps are simply too cold, you'll get bit less than you would like, but there are some real monsters in the mix. However, if you hit the pattern as we did, meaning really accelerated, you'll need to be prepared and versatile. If you recall, the early season this past year was more than irregular. The ice went out in early April, and the bass had pre-staged, spawned, and were already advanced in the post-spawn stage long before early June. That can mean tough. Let's just see how Dave and I did under these, well, tougher conditions. To make things worse, our planning, due to the necessity to have work visas to shoot in Canada, put us on location at Witch Bay in mid-June. Our goal was to be there a bit later than normal because of the past 4 springs being, well, so cold. I guess you could say it was global warming. Do you agree? Well, let's call Al Gore on that one. However, being where we were at Witch Bay Camp, we had more than ample real estate and huge populations to experiment with. Come on along now for some over-the-top smallie action with Dave Stewart and I at Witch Bay Camp.
I don't know if it followed or not, but it was quite a ways out. It wasn't sitting right.
Nice fish.
It wasn't sitting right on the bulrushes.
That's what you're looking for.
Oh yeah, we're looking for these and a bunch bigger. We're all barbless hooks, so that'll be a lot easier to get the fish back in the water. You're gonna have, if you find the right bite, you'll have access to a lot of fish. So it doesn't matter if you lose a fish now and then. The barbless hooks is a lot better way to do it. I'll stick the beak out so. But that fish was out of ways. I don't know if it followed it or if it was literally just out there. Only 5 feet. There's one. See another one out further.
Oh, nice smallmouth too.
Yeah. Nice and fat. With a grub, Dave, you can pick up your rod tip and just kind of swim the grub a little bit. There's one. Oop, missed him. You just kind of swim the grub a little bit, and they'll just come behind it and put weight on it. There we go. Okay. But swimming a grub is probably one of the deadliest presentations there are during this time of the year. As opposed to bouncing it, everybody wants to bounce a grub.
Yeah.
Guess they're using rocks a little bit. Nice fish. See him spit up that minnow?
One minnow. Two.
Two?
Three.
Three?
And his mouth is stuffed.
Yeah.
He can't even swallow. Look at this.
Yeah.
He cannot even swallow what he's got in his
Full
mouth.
of minnows, huh?
He's got 30, 40 of them in it.
Yeah. This little guy's got.
Incredible.
Yeah. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Play this new game here. This isn't even funny.
There we go. There we go. There we go. That's a good fish. This is
Nice fish.
This is what we're looking for right here.
Slob.
If we can load the boat with these, that'll blow you away. That's a nice smallmouth. That was my pliers.
That's more what you're looking for, huh?
Oh, definitely. That's a nice fish. And there's going to be more of them in here, not just this one. We're going to work our way all the way down this entire section. Quietly and patiently. Water temps are way, way warmer than they should be. There we go.
Come on, you dog. Got him.
You too?
Yep.
How big? Oh, you got a good one too, huh?
Not that big.
Not that big?
2-pounder.
Oh, this one's bigger than that. Come here, girl. Come here. Oh!
Maybe 3.
I lost this one. This was over 3. You got yours?
Oh yeah, that was a nice fat one. He just sat down there waiting for me to come back.
Look at that one there.
That was a nice fish.
Nothing wrong with that. And this place is crawling with them. They're not overly protective though. They really aren't. But you really do have to be cautious.
If you pulled out of there, I was going right in there.
And one of the reasons, Dave, that we put the tube away, I mean the jig away, and went to the tube, is because the rod gives you the ability to pitch to stuff easier, and you've got a lot of control with the heavier rod. So doing what I just did right there is relatively easy with this kind of combination. And this is a 7/8. This is an extra heavy 7/8. And I'll be honest with you, these carrot sticks have been pretty impressive.
They've been going right at it.
And like I said a minute ago, these are
Oh,
all male fish. These are not females, these are male fish. The males come in and they build the beds and they wait for the females. Females will come in
I
whenever
was trying to get one in the back here. I had one going back here and I heard you splashing already. It was doing the same thing.
These are all males. I'll show you something here that's typical of a male smallmouth this time of the year. If you look at the mouth, you can see how red the mouth is itself around the teeth. Well, that's because they're picking up little boulders and sand and they're injecting them out their mouth the whole time they're making their beds. Well, they make their nests. They'll eventually get to the point where they start fanning it. And they're not doing that yet. I haven't seen any fan tails. But they're just making their nest right now. And the females will come in. They'll only be here for a couple of hours, the females. They don't come in very long at all. Water temp 60.7.
Look at this one.
Oh, you got a good one.
Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. Nice fish. Really nice fish. Come here, buddy.
On the tube. What's not to like, huh?
Wow, Bob. Think this is female? That's a nice fish, huh?
I don't know. Nice fish is right.
Nice one.
Boy, you had it, didn't you? How we got you? There's the hook. It's barbless.
Boy, you hit right here in the back, too.
You really got it, didn't you? Pardon me? My tube is swimming in circles. Look at this one right here.
Dog.
Oh, you bugger, you. There it is. This is a big fish. Oh, yeah, nice smallmouth.
I got me a pig. And that got him.
You get her?
Yeah. Yeah, I sucked him right out of there.
There's some big fish in here.
He was just at this rock. He was left in that, just sitting in that bed.
Yeah.
I chucked it in there and he pounded it.
Some of these fish are definitely more aggressive than others. Guys that do
I see him.
What's that?
I see him right here.
Yeah.
He just showed himself.
Guys that do a lot of this where bed fishing's real popular in some places. They do it with white tubes so they can see the tube disappear. There you go.
He just turned his head enough where I could see him.
Uh-huh. So are we having fun? Huh?
Huh?
Are we having fun?
Oh, this is, hey, for my first time smallmouth bass fishing and then sight fishing for him on top of it, it doesn't get any better. Am I getting the hang of it?
You're getting the hang of it.
Kind of. You're never going to give me the credit. You'll never admit that I am. You'll be going like, no.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, you yanked him.
I would never say that. Not with my carrot stick in my hand. I wouldn't do that, would I?
I see you set the hook on him and turn that fish around, right in a circle.
But look how big these
That was
fish
cool.
are. I mean, these are super nice fish, man. There's nothing wrong with these at all.
Well, especially when you set the hook, the whole fish just, you turn the whole fish.
Well,
That was cool.
If they don't get on it, 2-3 feet, they turn right back around and go right back to their bed. But I can't stress enough how a few things. This is legal. These fish are not females. They are not spawning. These are pre-spawn fish. The females are laying out there someplace waiting to come in. When these males have established these beds well enough, the maturation period is right. Pardon?
And they like whatever we're throwing at them right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the males. The females aren't here, which is the point I'm making. Oh, there we go. Oh, my rod's in the water. Thank you, fish.
Wow.
Shouldn't.
That's a nice run you got there.
Huh?
That's a nice run you had.
Oh yeah, we'll get some more. These are pretty. I dropped my rod in the water though. I love these rods. I kid you not.
Hey folks, like I said in the beginning of the program, the Smallies are more than abundant at Witch Bay. And did you notice anyone fishing around us? Well, the answer to that question was no. The entire show you just witnessed was shot in less than 2 hours of total fishing time. Even though the season had progressed much further than we like, we still managed to fish that were pre-spawn, well beyond the staging process, but pre-spawn nonetheless. We hit a number of spots in our quest to find fish that weren't locked on beds, but rather milling around. And even though some of these fish we did catch were in the process of making beds, they were all males. One thing is important to note, you cannot differentiate between males and females based solely on size. There are as many 4 and 5 pound male smallies as there are female smallies in a given area. We'd like to invite all of you to come see Steve Gale and everyone at Witch Bay this year. And if you want, well, join us while we're there on a shoot by simply giving us a call. We'd also like to thank Dave Stewart for accompanying me on this shoot, as well as Steve, Gale, Mike, and everyone back at the camp for making this opportunity possible. Please practice C.P.R. Catch, Fold, and Release. The future of fishing depends on it. We'll see you next week for more Simply Fishing Extreme. Hey, I gotta tell you something, we're about to get rained out. Too bad, too sad, there's Smallies everywhere.
I can tell you there's rain coming. It is. We've got about 30, maybe 40 seconds to get our rain gear on. We kind of need to make a decision. Head back to camp for dinner or sit it out and fish. With these in line, what do you think?